Okay, folks, we're doing a little detail on the eye. And one thing that this kind of pen, this marker, whatever it is, I ended up getting this at AC Moore or Michael's. I can't remember which. I think it was Michael's. Yeah, it was. Because we got a Michael's in Brooklyn that's on, and these right here I get. This is my favorite. You've heard me talk about this all if you know me on my channel. Is I can't even remember. I hadn't used them in so long. I took a break for art is something I get in and out of. I get into it for a while, then I get out of it for a while. But you might say I try to be an undercover good guy. I don't know how else to put it. And art is a great medium, a great way to be an undercover good guy. That's all. So I get into it, and then I stay in it, involved in art for long periods of time, but not permanently. And then I also go in and out of other things, such as I took the law school assessment test on just this past week in Brooklyn. We'll see how I do. I found out that the scores will not get released until I do my second section, which is the argumentative essay section, which I'm taking my time on because I got to do all this stuff preparing for doing just the protocol of it. You got to have this kind of space, or it's very strict, the protocol. And ¿cómo se dice protocol, Mercedes?
What?
Protocol in Espanol. Protocol, like a rule, regulation.
Llamada rota. Broken rota.
What were we talking about this morning? Let me change the subject. Remember we were talking about your sons and how they were just so wonderful, and that I was working in the schools where in the same neighborhoods, similar neighborhoods, where the kids were really having a lot of trouble because what were we saying? That talking about the schools, weren't we? What were we talking about, Mercedes?
About the bullying the child in the school.
Oh, bullying, right. And so we were talking about bullying and the fact that, it exists. And the problem is that the system is designed. Originally, in 1964, you had the Civil Rights Bill passed. And the Civil Rights Bill, they worked that into the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. And that's real good. Of course it's real if it's in its ideal capacity for what it's supposed to be. It's more than good. It's fantastic because it guarantees every child a free and appropriate education, but that's not happening. And is that what we were talking about? Mercury?
Yes.
And I was telling her that, she is such a humble woman, I feel like. I don't know if it's humbleness or just simple-mindedness, a little bit with humbleness, but I can't just fluff it off as simple-mindedness. She raised 3 sons and in the South Bronx, and they all are just really just fine people. But I'm not saying, not only that, but they didn't have, to escape this system. They didn't just escape. There's something about my lady that she just did a real good job with her sons. And I was working at a school. Mercury.
I do something.
Okay, we're going to talk later. I need her to talk with me about this because if I seem like I'm the only one talking, I talk too much. On November 8th, 2025.